Greg, it was a disappointing result against Wrexham on Sunday just gone. You've had a few more days to think about it. Are your thoughts still pretty much the same as you said in your post-match interviews?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought at the time, we were, by far the better team, certainly the most dominant team over the course of 90 minutes. Obviously, Wrexham had spells here and there where they caused us a few little problems, but overall we defended, really well. Certainly looked the most threatening going forward, played some really good football. That's how I felt at the time, and then after watching it back, it's just sort of reinforced that even more. Really, it looked like one team wanted to win the game, and one team, was happy to just see what sort of happened. Obviously, we were the team that wanted to win the game. Obviously, yeah, like you say, fine margins, went against us again, as has been the case. But we need to. We need to stop saying those sort of things. Really, we had more than enough clear-cut chances to win the game. So it's disappointing after having dominated a game, such a massive game, semi-final, live on telly, under the lights, chance to get into a Welsh Cup final. Like you say, it's very disappointing to dominate so much of it and still be on the losing end.
And what was the mood like in the dressing room following the final whistle?
Yeah, obviously they were all devastated. You could see at the final whistle, as walking around the pitch, and there was girls in tears. Similar to the Aberystwyth game previous few weeks. Again, it's nice to see how emotional they were, really, because it just shows how much it meant. They gave absolutely everything. They left nothing out on the pitch, and that's what I said to them before the game. Have no regrets. Make sure you don't come back off the pitch in 90 minutes time and feel like you could have done a little bit more or ran a little bit harder. So every single one of them gave absolutely everything they've got, and that's all we could ask. Unfortunately, it just didn't go our way on the day.
And there is a chance to get back on track this weekend because we play Cardiff Met.
Yeah, great. Great that we can go straight back into league action. And we want to finish the last phase off with some real momentum and go into the off season on a high, and look to rebuild for next season. No doubt there's going to be girls leaving, there's going to be new girls coming in at the end of the season. So it's important that we finish the season off as strongly as what we can, and make this an attractive football club for potential new signings to come.
And it's always good to look for positives, and we do begin the second phase leading the way in the bottom four.
Yeah, that's obviously the main priority now, is that we finish top of that pile. Like you say, we're top of it at the moment. No easy games. Everyone's going to be scrapping. Obviously, Pontypridd even are going to be scrapping and making sure they do absolutely everything they can to avoid relegation. Obviously, they're hot favourites for that at the moment, but until it's mathematically done, no doubt they'll be given everything. So yeah, still 6 massive games, two away games to start off with. Then we've got 3 at home on the bounce before a final away game. So yeah, it's they're going to come very fast, these next 6 games. All of a sudden in 5 weeks' time the season's going to come to an end. So it's important the girls give absolutely everything they've got, and prove to me, prove to Sean, and prove to the club that they want to be here next season.
As far as our opponent on Sunday is concerned, in the last 4 games against them, we had the 4-goal thriller, but the other 3 we've won. So we do go into that fixture with confidence as far as Cardiff Met as an opponent is concerned.
Yeah, no, like I say, we got a great record against Cardiff Met in recent times. They were obviously the first team last year from the top, the top 3 that we took points off. And it's they're always very entertaining games. There's always lots of goals in them. So I'm sure this week will be no different. The way we defended, I think that was probably the most pleasing thing really against Wrexham on Sunday. The way we defended, obviously I know we conceded a sloppy goal, but in general, we defended unbelievably well. So if we can repeat that on Sunday, as well as repeat how well we were going forward, then I'm fully confident that we can come away with 3 points.
And although there was that defeat, obviously, against Wrexham, nevertheless, some very good individual performances. Based on that, will there be many changes this weekend?
Yeah, we need to have a bit of a think, really, because it's like I say, it's important that we get game time into the majority of the squad now as much as we can going forwards. Like you say, there were some unbelievable individual performances. It would be unfair to single anyone out, really, because I thought everyone was spot on Sunday. I couldn't fault any single player's attitude or let's say how good they were on the ball. Everything clicked, barring putting the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, certainly we've got a few decisions to make with regards to who starts on Sunday. Like I say, it's just important that we get as much game time in as possible to these girls, and it's just so that we've got a clear idea of what we're working with going forward.
And what's the injury situation like and availability in general?
Yeah, so I mean, injuries. It's been an injury-plagued season, really. I've never known a season like it, really, in terms of the amount of girls that we've had missing games because of injuries. So Ella Hartley is obviously out for the season with her knee. Ken's goalkeeper, she's out for the season due to concussion. So she's picked up a few concussions over the last 12 months. So it's important that she was seen by a neurologist, and obviously she's been seen by a specialist there who's not comfortable with her playing, and rightfully so. When it comes to concussion, it's important that obviously the player's welfare comes first. So the decision's been made that she'll miss the rest of the season, and just give her as much chance as possible really to recover. So fingers crossed for Ken's. She's got to see another specialist before they decide what the best course of action is. So obviously it's a tough time for Ken's at the moment. I know she's very upset, so it's just important that we keep doing the right things with her. Other than that, a couple of little niggles. Obviously Caitlin was a massive loss with her hamstring last Sunday, so we didn't want to push that. It was probably just kind of two or 3 days too early for her. She's done a fitness test on Sunday, but it was clear quite early on that she was still feeling it, so we didn't want to push that and make that worse. So yeah, there's don't get me wrong, there's two very big players there in terms of Ken's and Ella who are out for the season. Georgia Griffiths is another one who's out for the season with her knee injury. So yeah, we certainly haven't had any luck on the injury front. But I must say the girls who have had to sort of step up have done absolutely everything they can. They've been brilliant. Attitude's been spot on, and it just shows how important it is to have a strong squad.
And it is the first game of the second phase, so it gives you the chance to perhaps have a clean sheet to start with, and maybe some fresh enthusiasm as you look ahead to those final remaining league fixtures.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we'll see it as. We'll see it as a fresh start. Don't get me wrong. It's been a really, really tough uphill battle over the last sort of 7 or 8 weeks since Christmas. Obviously mainly due to the injuries and a few other little things that have gone against us along the way. But it's important that we finish off, like I say, keep coming back to finishing off the season with some momentum. You look at that team that started on Sunday, there were 6 teenagers that started. Which I didn't even realise at the time. So it just shows that there's certainly that pathway. You look at the girls that were involved who've come through the age groups at TNS. So it's nice to see that pathway continue, and it's a good sign. It's a good sign going forwards. It's if we can keep this squad together for 3 to 4 years, it'll be amazing to see how strong they are. Because obviously, like experiences on Sunday where they're playing in the semi-final live on telly against a team like Wrexham, they'll learn an awful lot from that.